Micro Monday. Welcome to my very first Micro Monday where we discuss vampires. So, common misconception is that if you don't have stasis drain, you shouldn't stasis because you don't really gain any health. That's complete bull, cause guess what? I don't have stasis drain, and as you can see, his health is dropping. Mine does not increase, however, but my auto cannons still shoot, and I stasis and take his health away. So guess what? You should stasis. There you go, guys. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to show you something really important here. Vampires are very inaccurate. So what I'm going to do is, if I move, like I'm telling my vampire to do right now, if I move, see how many shots I missed there? I missed 4 needles right there. Now I missed 2. And you notice how his are more accurate, but when I move, I'm less accurate. So you can see same tech level vamp, and yet I get raped. So, anyways. So I'm coming in. I have stasis drain now. Now, if you look at the power of stasis drain, and I didn't want to stasis because I wanted to show the power difference. It's about 50% stronger, just the attack. And obviously stasis is even better when you get health back. So stasis drain is a pretty beast upgrade, guys. It's about 50%. Yeah, so that's really awesome to know, guys. This next trick is a line of sight trick that I don't think a lot of people know. If you're the first one to stasis, you're gonna be the one to win the vampire fight. Now, I'm using my leader, or I can use a vampire or anything like that, and guess what? I'm gonna get the first stasis shot. See that? Now you want to all unit stasis first, guys, and then you want to individually select your weak vampires to attack their weak ones so that you gain health, okay? If you don't have stasis drain, I would still follow the same philosophy. Use your red bars to stasis weak red bars so that you'll kill them first and you'll stay alive. And if you'll notice, I'm doing that. Now, just because you tell all your vampires to stasis doesn't mean they're all going to do it. You've got to actually tell them. You've got to watch. You've got to be like, hey, you, I don't pay you to sit around and do nothing, okay? So you got to tell them to stasis. If you'll notice, they stop stasising. You got to individually select them. Keep telling them to stasis. Keep individually selecting them one at a time. You stasis that. You hit this. You stasis that. And you'll come out with 10. I didn't lose a single vampire. That's how you micro. Guess what? Now we're going to do 5 on 5. And I'm going to show you the power difference when I sent one vampire in ahead of the entire army. He's going to kill that one vampire, but guess what? I'm going to stay. I stasis 4 of them. 4 of them are stasis. I'm going to win this vampire fight. You want to know why? Because I stasis first. And the way I did that was I sent one vampire in as a victim so I could get the first stasises off. Because what's he going to do as soon as he sees that vampire? He's going to either stasis or he's going to attack it. But he's going to be focused on that. You're going to stasis him. You're going to beat him. Believe me, this tactic works. Me and Quantum Vortices, everybody thank him in the comments below. He helped me do this video. I'm telling you right now, we have come to the conclusion that you have to be the one to stasis first or you're not going to win. And the way to do that is to use the line of sight trick. So, this is a must now. You cannot win a vampire fight against anyone who knows this trick unless you do it yourself. I got 3 left over. I only lost 2. He lost 5. You see how beast this micro tactic is? Use it, guys. Absolutely use it. Now we're going to show you the difference of full population. And I wanted to show full population. And I'm going to use the line of sight trick again. You can use one vampire. You don't have to use your leader. But basically, I'm going to show you how hard it is to micro and the trick of a long battle. So I'm stasising. And I usually tell them to stasis the middle because then I figure that they hit the most that way. Now, you want to kind of watch really carefully because you're going to have vampires, like I say, that are slacking off. Like, see this one here? 3 of them weren't doing anything there. One in the middle's not doing anything. That one's red bar, and he's not stasising. He could be gaining health. These guys aren't doing anything, so I tell them to stasis. Those guys aren't doing anything, I'm telling them to stasis. Sorry guys if I'm talking really fast. I'm just trying to commentate the best I can. So right now I should be clicking on my red bars and telling them to stasis that one. Which I am doing fairly well here, I would have to say. because I'm coming out pretty massively ahead here. I got the first stasis, and I'm microing pretty beast-like. And I would have to say that Quantum Vortices did a really good job here. But letting me have that line of sight, which I told him to let me have, so that I could show you the effective power of this. It doesn't matter how good you are if you don't micro properly. You could be the best micro genius in this game, and you'll beat them based on your skill level. See that? Look how many Vants I have left. I have 11 vampires out of a full population battle. Why? I used the line of sight trick. I individually microed my vampires so that they would stasis. That's how you micro like a monster. So yeah, anyways guys, I got lots more coming. Okay, every Monday it's gonna be beast, okay? Even though it's Tuesday when you're watching this. I'm gonna show you just for fun the difference of Stasis Bomb. You may never get it in a real game, but it's definitely an upgrade you should get if you can get it. Because if you'll remember how much the regular without any stasis did, that rapes, and the explosive damage on that does a lot. So I'm gonna show you how to micro Stasis Bomb as well. Stasis Bomb's a little different when you're microing than when you're doing regular stasis. Kind of the same concepts, but different. You want to aim for clusters of vampires, not necessarily red bars. Red bars can help you, but clusters are what you really want. You want the explosions to really matter. And as you can see, it kills it pretty quickly. The needle would have killed it probably faster. So the reason for stasising is to stop them from attacking you and for you to win. This clip was in here to show you how inaccurate vampires are. See that? I just missed like 4 or 5 needles there. That's pretty ridiculous, guys. It's pretty ridiculous how many needles I missed there. I'm actually gonna prove it again, just how inaccurate vampires really are. We tested it like many times, and I'm telling you, like 3/4 of my needles would just miss completely. And I was really quite frustrated with that. And so yeah, don't move around too much when you're in a vampire fight. It's really not a good thing, guys. And so yeah, this Vant's gonna come in just to kind of prove my point, okay? So he's gonna come rolling in, and yeah, and you'll see the needles. Well. Oh, it cut out. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. But yeah, basically like 3/4 of the needles they missed. I'm sorry. Okay, so now we got 12 Stasis Bomb on 12 Stasis Bomb. You ready? I've used the line of sight trick. I get the first Stasis off. He's gonna get raped. That's the way it is. And with Stasis Bomb, okay, I'm looking for a cluster. I'm looking for a cluster, and I have to make sure they're all doing something. Because you don't want slackers. Right now, they're all doing a good job, but the one in the back, the 3 in the front, see, they're all not stasising now. But I'm telling them to hit certain clusters. See that? Boom, 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 boom. See this? Now, when that red bar pops, see how I just got exploded there? Now, when I do this, he's going to get popped right there. See, that's going to explode really nice. Now, I'm going to stasis that red bar. He's going to pop. Actually, he didn't even stasis. See, that vampires are very unresponsive, guys, so don't get really mad when they don't really listen. But the line of sight trick still stands for the beast purposes. Okay, guys? Now, what I will say is stay tuned for the end of this video, because it's going to give you a breakdown of everything that I discovered with the study, okay? So, alright, look forward to that. And I hope that this video really helped you. You know, if you have any questions on Vampire Micro, I'd be happy to assist you or answer any questions. But this video is pretty thorough. Basically, you need to be the first one to stasis. If you're not the first one to stasis, you're going down hard, like a sweet muffin and a fat chick. That is the way it is. So, yeah. And with these tricks, you'll do it, okay, guys? You'll catch them off guard. They'll be like, "Oh, a vampire," and then you'll stasis the shit out of them, and they'll be like, "Ah." Anyways, guys, so it's gonna be a black screen with text and comments and stuff. So look forward to that, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this epic Micro Monday, my very first one. Alright, guys. So thank you all for watching this. I would like to say that it is my first Micro Monday, although it is Tuesday when you watch it. I've already explained that in the last video. I would like to say I'm going to be doing every unit, and I would like your suggestions on the next unit you'd like me to do. I will not do Scorpion Tank yet until next week, okay? So like next week. Also, I'd like to say here's the study so I can break it down real quick. You want to get stasis drain, because I get asked this a lot. You want to get stasis drain when you have about 4 vampires. Okay? The reason for that is if you get stasis drain first, that's a big mistake, because as we found out by testing it, a non-stasis drain vampire can beat a stasis drain vampire. If he stasis first, he'll beat you no matter what tech level you are. So therefore, being able to stasis first matters most. Now, your individual needle shots gives you a 50% increase in DPS if you have stasis drain. So that's why I recommend you getting stasis drain after you have about 4 or 5 vampires. Because you need to have some vampires to make that deficit. If you don't have any vampires, there's no point in getting stasis drain. Okay? So that's that. Number 2 thing is, I know I didn't show all the tests in here, and that's because I was going to break it down right here. Basically, yeah, you have to be the first one to stasis, so that's the moral of the story. Also, your needles do a lot more damage than the stasis and bomb and all that stuff, so that's why getting the stasis first matters. Also, another really cool tip when you have vampires and an arbiter, for example, is you want to send your air in first and then raid your arbiter in. But the really important thing to know is if you do that trick, which you have to do a lot when you're arbiter, that's why it's really hard, is you won't get the first stasis if you're doing that. So I would recommend that if you're going vampires as an arbiter, that you really pay attention to your vampire engagements and make sure you're dealing with them more than your arbiter. If they really need you in a clutch situation or rage, fine, but send your units in first. If you're fighting banshees, we came to the conclusion that you should always stasis. And if, for example, they have 5-on-5, for example, stasis them, and then when you kill one, tell one of them to needle, because the needle does more damage. So you want to kind of half and half that. But the stasis stops them and it takes their health away. Even if you don't have stasis, it takes their health away. So use it. Okay, guys? Also, I would like to say that thank you all for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, leave a like, tell your friends. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if this helped you. Let me know what the next unit you want to see is. Okay, guys? And I look forward to the next Monday Micro. And enjoy, guys. Take care.